I'm astonished. Sunderland announce a signing before the month of July. What tomfoolery is this?
G'day, g'day. How are we, guys?
Thanks very much, Bailey. I'm doing pretty well now. We finally made a signing. And by the way, I mean like new signing, a player that wasn't at the club in a permanent capacity last season. But anyway, yes, I'll cover a couple of things in this video. The first and the main one today is that the signing of Daniel Ballard, who was wanted by, I think, Millwall. I think Blackpool might have been looking at him. I might be wrong there. And Burnley and Sheffield United were apparently interested in this guy. So I'll not waste your time. Let's get right into the club statement, or the club article statement, whatever you want to call it. Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Daniel Ballard. The defender arrives at the Stadium of Light from Arsenal for an undisclosed fee, signing a 3-year contract with the club option of a further year. Ballard, 22, returns to the Sky Bet Championship after enjoying an impressive 21-22 campaign with Millwall, during which he made 31 appearances in the second tier as the Lions finished 9th. The defender also spent time on loan with Swindon and Blackpool, winning promotion alongside Elliot Embleton for the latter in 2021, and he has over 66 of senior appearances under his belt. Described as a tough tackling defender with the passing range of a midfielder, Ballard twice captained the Gunners to the FA Youth Cup final after joining the Londoners Academy aged 8. The 22-year-old has also earned international recognition during his ever-blossoming career, featuring 15 times for Northern Ireland and scoring 2 goals. Ballard said, "It feels amazing to be here and I'm extremely happy." Good to hear. The fan base and size of this football club speaks for itself, and having been up here to have a look around, it feels like an exciting place to be. Supporters can expect to see a player who loves defending and tackling. I'm more of a traditional centre-half and I want to add those qualities to the team, whilst also bringing something a little extra. I'm now looking forward to the next step forward in my career, and I believe this is the perfect place to do it. Finally, Alex Neil added, "First and foremost, Daniel will add competition. Callum Doyle's loan deal ended in May, and RB Jamajli left the club. So we wanted to add in that area, and Daniel fits into our structure, being a young, up-and-coming player who also has championship experience. He fits the bill, and he also knows what it takes to win, sampling success with Blackpool in the playoffs before having a year under his belt with Millwall last season. We are really pleased to get this deal over the line." So yes, this was a deal that I think would have been touted for, well, pretty much since yesterday, to be honest. Because obviously it's Thursday, June the 30th at the time of recording this. And yesterday it was pretty much, the news broke through that looked like we were winning the race to sign Daniel Ballard. Now there's a couple of things that I take with this particular signing. The first one is, obviously I reckon Sir Elliot Embleton had a hand in this deal. I reckon he must have had a hand somewhere in getting this sorted because of the fact they know each other from Blackpool, but also because if he had a good year with Millwall, which by the looks of it he did, he made 31 appearances. Millwall finished 9th and only finished 6 points off the playoffs themselves. And apparently they had one of the best defensive records in the Championship last season. So for me, that tells you a lot what you need to know there. And the second thing is because Burnley and Sheffield United apparently wanted this guy. Burnley and Sheffield United are going to be two teams that are at least targeting at least a top 6 finish. And if they wanted him, whether he's going to be in there, whether he's going to start a regular every game, I don't know. But if they wanted him, then for me, that suggests there's something in that. And he has a year of Championship experience. So for me, it looks like he's at least a competent Championship defender. And yeah, and obviously as Alex Neil said, it fits into our style and structure of up-and-coming players, but also the balance that they have Championship experience. For me, this is a really, from what I've heard, this is a really good deal based on those who've watched him play. Any Millwall fans or any fan of any club who's watched him play, let me know in the comments what you think he's like and whether he'll be a good addition to Sunderland. Hopefully he is. And obviously, I didn't get to do a video on the Bailey Wright extending of his contract yesterday because Sunderland decided to announce it as I was going to work, which is typical of them, to be honest. But nevertheless, I'm not going to read the statement with Bailey Wright because you all know it by now. But I'll just read I'll just read the 2 quotes from Bailey Wright and Alex Neil, and I'll quickly give you my thoughts on Wright extending his contract. So Bailey Wright said, "I'm absolutely delighted to sign a new contract at Sunderland. What a way to finish last season at Wembley Stadium, and I'm looking forward to enjoying Championship football this campaign. I can't wait to get started following my return to training and to see all our supporters back at the Stadium of Light next month for the opening game of the season. Alex Neil added, going from League One to the Championship is a big step, but we wanted to keep that core together and retain our key performers from last season. We know the leadership qualities that Bailey has, and he has played in the Championship before, so he adds experience. But his influence on other players can't be underestimated. Although you sometimes only see that, sometimes you can only see that off the pitch. I've been in and around it enough to recognise that, and we are delighted to get this deal across the line. So yes, one of the key things that I've literally just seen those comments for the first time. And Alex Neil says, his influence on other players can't be underestimated. I've been a pretty big Bailey Wright fan from the moment that he walked into the door. And I couldn't personally, again, it's opinions and it's fine if you disagree. But for me, I couldn't understand people saying he wasn't a good player. From what it looked like to me, people were basing that off the end of last season or just over a year ago in 2021. When he had to play when he was nowhere near match fit because there was no one else available. When you have a fully fit Bailey Wright, as demonstrated at the end of last season, yes, it's League One, but I do believe he could add something to the Championship even if he doesn't start every game. But last season proved that he has got qualities in there, leadership qualities, organisational qualities, good for the dressing room. This just makes complete sense to get him on board for another 2 seasons. And I'm very happy that that's been done. And it's good to see that Roberts, Gooch and Wright have all been retained. The only player left I want to see sort of contract out is Ross Stewart and get him on a much longer deal. And then we'll just go from there. But there you go. That is today's video. I noticed on the analytics, as Jamsani always says, that not far off half of you aren't subscribed. So if you could click that subscribe button, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. So like, comment and subscribe, of course, if you wish to. And I'll probably do a live stream in the next couple of days, just because obviously I haven't done one since the fixture release. And obviously, hopefully things are going to start to heat up now as we gear towards the Coventry game on the 31st of July. So I'll love you and leave you. Take care. Stay safe as always. And away the lads.